I am continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a bit as I move along. So we continue with Zechariah. This is a lot of what we would call apocalyptic prophecy. There's a prophecy about the last days. And so we're going to continue this in chapter 10. This is kind of a continuation of the previous chapters, although it's not directly related. I don't see exactly a flow of thought here, but it's kind of a continuation anyway. So let's read chapter 10. Judah and Joseph shall be sown among the people in far countries. The Lord will hiss for them and gather them and redeem them. Ask ye of the Lord rain in the time of the latter rain. So the Lord shall make bright clouds and give them showers of rain to every one grass in the field. For the idols have spoken vanity, and the diviners have seen a lie, and have told false dreams. They comfort in vain, therefore they went their way, as was a flock. They comfort in vain, therefore they went their way as a flock. They were troubled, because there was no shepherd. Mine anger was kindled against the shepherds, and I punished the goats. For the Lord of hosts hath visited his flock, the house of Judah, and hath made them as his goodly horse in the battle. Out of him came forth the corner, out of him the nail, out of him the battle bow, out of him every oppressor together. And they shall be as mighty men, which tread down their enemies in the mire of the streets in the battle. And they shall fight, because the Lord is with them, and the riders on horses shall be confounded. And I will strengthen the house of Judah, and I will save the house of Joseph, and I will bring them again to place them, for I have mercy upon them. And they shall be as though I had not cast them off, for I am the Lord their God, and will hear them. And they of Ephraim shall be like a mighty man, and their heart shall rejoice as through wine. Yea, their children shall see it, and be glad, and their heart shall rejoice in the Lord. I will hiss for them, and gather them, for I have redeemed them, and they shall increase as they have increased. And I will sow them among the people, and they shall remember me in far countries. And they shall live with their children, and turn again. I will bring them again also out of the land of Egypt, and gather them out of Assyria. And I will bring them into the land of Gilead and Lebanon, and place shall not be found for them. And he shall pass through the sea with affliction, and shall smite the waves of the sea, and all the deeps of the river shall dry up, and the pride of Assyria shall be brought down, and the scepter of Egypt shall depart away. And I will strengthen them in the Lord, and they shall walk up and down in his name, saith the Lord. The details here are a little bit confusing, but basically what I get from this is we're talking about the scattering of Israel. We know that there were those that went into Egypt with Jeremiah. The northern kingdom was taken captive by Assyria. They're scattered into Babylon. They're being scattered everywhere, but the Lord remembers them. He has mercy on them. And through Christ, as it says at the beginning of that chapter, the corner, came forth the corner, out of him the nail. This is talking about Christ. So through Christ, the Israelites are remembered, and in the last days they will be gathered again. They are first scattered among all the nations, as a sown. Because when a husbandman sows, he takes the seed and just tosses it out and scatters it in the fields. So they're being sown throughout the nations, being scattered, but they will be gathered back in. And when they are, there will not be enough room for them. There will be so many of them. They will be so prosperous. It's an interesting prophecy. Not sure it tells us anything really new. Like last chapter, Christ riding on the colt of an ass. That was a unique prophecy to Zechariah. But this one is just reaffirming what other prophets have already stated. So we're going to leave that here, and we will see you in chapter 11.